Hello everyone, Logan from Curated Avalon, and today I have an ink from Ferris Wheel Press. This is one of their miniature inks from their FerriTales collection. It's Plaited Gold Tress. And if you've seen my hair before, it's quite honestly the color of this box, from the yellow right down to that more red tone. So this ink is going to be fun for me. I'm really on a gold ink kick right now, and so I'd love for you to comment below telling me what your favorite gold ink is, because for some reason this is just what I'm into at the moment. So as per usual, Ferris Wheel Press has gorgeous packaging. I think this might be one of my favorite boxes that they have done. I really like the illustration for this one. Very pretty. Let down your hair. A golden braid unravels from the top of a tower, beckoning those brave enough to scale its walls. Though the climb may be long, the journey back down will be tougher still. After all, leaving behind all you know will be your chance to grow. So this is a 20 milliliter bottle of ink. FerriTales collection. Ferris Wheel Press fountain pen inks are water-based, evenly toned, rich, and saturated. To experience the full magic of the FerriTales collection, pair the ink with medium to broad nibs or dip pens. Use for your next artistic epiphany. The attributes of this ink: the base is yellow, it has no sheen, the shimmer is a gold green, and the shading is high. Rinse pens thoroughly when exploring a new ink color. So, gorgeous box. Oh, I love the lid. That's so cute. The braids, love it. And the little bottles are just so sweet. Loads of shimmer. Gold and a green shimmer. I think that's going to be interesting. So always shake up your inks very well. Some people prefer just to gently mix as opposed to shaking. I found that with the shimmer inks, you really do have to shake it. I have several papers today. I have my onion skin, Tomoe River Paper, and the Endless Pad. I'll be doing a spatter, swab, and writing sample, starting with the spatter. So when I'm doing the spatters, I bring up a little bit of the ink into the syringe, shove some back down, pull up for some air in between. And I take the tip off. It tends to work a little bit better. Sometimes I don't get enough ink, like I know that's not enough ink in there. I used to do smaller spatters, but I really love how the ink is shown off with the larger ones, so I do use up a decent amount of ink. Like that looks small, but probably appropriate for the size of the paper. Shake this up again. I've got a cat hair on the end of the Q-tip. Oh my goodness. Where do your cats hang out? Definitely on the ink table. shake it up one more time so I can fill up my fountain pen. And today I have my BENU Euphoria Vodka on the rocks. And I actually don't think it's gonna fit. So I love this pen. Hands down, one of my favorites that I've purchased. And it's funny because I'm not a real glitzy person. I know that might be hard to believe after seeing just how many shimmer inks I have. But I love this pen. I'm just going to let a little bit out to run down since I didn't nib fill. Looks like I've got a little bit of leftover ink in the nib, so I'm just going to run that out real quick. So I thought it was leftover ink. It was just a little bit of green shimmer because the last ink I had in this pen was actually pink. Go. A lot of orange to this one, so pretty. Very sunset-like. And it's definitely more of a wet ink. I wouldn't say it's as wet as sparkling champagne. Shift this over. I was thinking this might be my favorite out of the golds that I've tried so far. And I think it's gorgeous. It's really beautiful, that orange tone that it has to it. But I'm not convinced it's my favorite. It is really beautiful. I like the heat that that orange gives the ink. Shimmer shows up really well. I'm not seeing much of that green shimmer. I'm seeing it on the Tomoe River. Showed up really well here. Oh, we have a bug. Dude, If you want to live, get away from the ink. Come on. I will admit, I love the way the shimmer shows up. I do think it shows up better than sparkling champagne. Maybe that added green gives it some lift. All right, I'm gonna let this dry and come back to it. As a matter of fact, while we're waiting for this to dry, I have the sparkling champagne samples with me. So this is the Endless. Okay. And the onion skin, it's just right on this page. So I have to say the Plaited Gold Tress is more vibrant. Tomoe River Paper. Yeah, I think that's easy observation there. And I think since I've got my dip pen with me, I'll go ahead and try that out on the onion skin paper. So with this one, you can definitely get to that darker undertone. And in case you're wondering, this is that J. Urban dip pen. This one is in the emerald green, which is more of a teal, but very pretty. So the inks have been drying for about 20 minutes or so, and the Endless paper usually dries first. It seems to be much more absorbent. You can see not all of it is dried yet. That shimmer really shows up in this ink. I'm quite impressed. Adding that green must really elevate it. I like how you can get that more fiery orangey yellow, or this like really almost just touched, kissed with orange. I love this as a paperweight, but the roundness does present a gravitational issue. There we go. There actually is a story to that doorknob that I'll have to tell sometime. I love the shimmer in this ink. It is absolutely stunning. So thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know if you've tried this ink. And if you have, I'd love to hear what you think about it. If not, I'd love to know what your favorite gold ink is, or if you have one that's on your list you'd like to try. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to try out Ferris Wheel Press inks, please feel free to use my link below.